Start.
Hi, Stefania. So we're Team SKYBLUE, and we're the first group to present. Next slide. Right, and this is our table of contents, and this is our problem analysis. So basically, we read through the case question, and we separated the information into the jobs, the gains, and the pains of NHA. So now we're going to start presenting our solutions.
Okay, so our first suggestion is to establish a shelf space for renting and consignment. So actually, renting shelf spaces is very common in Hong Kong, and it will allow people to display their products in a small shelf space area. So we would mainly provide two kinds of products. The first one is agricultural products, and the second is the innovative products. So these products would be from entrepreneurship, fashion, culinary students, and also from the local community. Next slide, please. And for the popular items, they would undergo evaluation and redesigning, and we hope that they can be launched in INHA Court. So there are a few benefits for the shelf space renting. The first one is it would be a chance for the community and students to kickstart projects with affordable costs. And the second is for students. They can understand the business model and daily operation of NHA Mart. And the most important part is it will provide innovative product ideas for NHA Court.
We are also going to introduce a new NHA card. There are two types of them. The first one is a membership card for NHA Mart or NHA restaurant customer. And the second one is student card for NHA Academy. Both cards are printed with a barcode, acting as an identity code and linked to their e-wallet. Customer or students need to first top up their accounts with cash, and then they can pay with their cards using the balance in their e-wallet. Students' cash are less likely to be stolen. To encourage more customers or students to support the cashless payment method, a 5% discount will be offered. And we'll also introduce the use of POS points of sale system in order to minimize human errors and speed up the transaction. Data can be linked with the inventory management system, and of course, we'll also support the payments with NHA card. We're also going to place a new warehouse in a big city. NHA's van will deliver goods from rural areas to big city back and forth. Therefore, suppliers are only required to deliver goods to our warehouse in big city, and goods produced in rural area can also be sent to big city stores through the warehouse. By placing a new warehouse, we can collaborate with more suppliers or vendors and be prepared for the increasing online orders.
Okay, so we will also add 2 to 3 vending machines around the campus and local area, so selling things like drinks and snacks. And these vending machines would work with the NHA card payment system. This can encourage the locals to adapt to a new way of shopping and gain some extra revenue for NHA at the same time. So let me ask a quick question. How many of you have been to IKEA before? Maybe you can raise hand in the participants function. Okay, so actually IKEA serve their famous meatballs and other foods like hot dogs in the restaurant. So we want to do something similar, which is we want to serve NHA products in the restaurant. So if customers, so these products would be like the honey drinks or the coffee drinks. And if customers like what they ate or drink, they can actually go buy it right away. So this means the NHA products would be sold next to the dining area. So customers can make their purchases while waiting for their orders or after their meal. And this way, more customers will try and consume NHA products.
Okay, apart from the suggestions mentioned, we would also like to launch a marketing campaign on social media. For now, the Instagram account of NHA Mart are sharing mostly product infographics. So we hope that NHA can motivate customers by sending stories behind the products, which means, for example, the farming process or the health benefits of consuming organic products. And NHA can also make use of Instagram story functions, for example, the polling function, so that they can interact more with the customers. And NHA can also create Q posts to target customers from younger age groups and from different genders. And we will also recommend launching a TikTok account in order to seek more attention. And it will be another information distribution channel for NHA Corp and NHA Mart. So here's our brief budget plan. And this is a summary of our solutions. And the long-term solutions are in dashed boxes. So here's our presentation, and terima kasih. We're now open up for questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
SKYBLUE. Hi. Trevin here. Okay, so maybe I'll go first. I think first of all, I think this is a decent presentation. Several points to work on, but overall not too bad. Okay, my main question is because in the case that was presented on NHA, I could actually see a multitude of sort of business problems which requires a bit of solution. So right off the bat, I didn't really get what is the main business problem that your presentation was trying to solve. You guys dove straight into solutions. So could you maybe spend little bit more time on the breaking down the business problem and how each of your proposed solution will target all these business problems?
Right. So maybe I'll go for this one. Sorry about that because we had limited time. And so for the information, so we found out that NHA has several important jobs, which is first of all, they have to satisfy all the necessities in the NHA Mart. So because right now they're in a remote location and it's difficult to work with the third-party vendors to provide some mainstream products in the NHA Mart to the locals and to the students. So our solution for this was to have a warehouse in the city. So actually we can use third-party delivery services around the city and like back and forth to the warehouse. And we would have our own vans delivered from warehouse to NHA. And then we also found that NHA was facing some difficulties in like promoting a new way of shopping. So we wanted to add some vending machines and shopping while eating, and also have the new payment card system with the barcode. So we hope like this could introduce a cashless way and like a more automated way of purchasing among locals.
Yep.
And do you want to go for creating business?
Yeah, sure. So in NHA, we can see that most students are relying on the NHA Mart for their daily necessities, but we've seen that most products from NHA Mart are some packaged products, and it's very seldom we can see the fresh or organic products. So that's why we would like to launch a shelf space running, and it's not only for the organic or agricultural products, but also for innovative products. As we've seen that there are students from entrepreneurship courses or fashion courses, so this would be a chance for them to launch their products and put on the shelf space for display. And for interested customers, they can buy it from the shelf space. And the reason why we divided it into a shelf space instead of, for example, a bigger area is that the shelf space is a more affordable choice for both the local community and the students. And for the student and for the cost of these shelf spaces, it would be free of charge for students, as we would like to encourage entrepreneurship behaviors from students and also innovative ideas. And for the local community, it would be around 1 million RP per month, and they can rent this shelf space without any additional costs. And if you want to talk about the distribution of these shelf space, 70% of them will be rented and will be reserved for students. And the remaining 30% will be for the local community, because we want to ensure that the cash circulates within NHA.
And maybe in the end, we can also talk about the marketing campaign. So this is for, we hope to gain more recognition for NHA. So like perhaps this would benefit them when they expand their NHA core products to sell in maybe other cities and other areas. So for gaining recognition, we had this marketing campaign, and actually we want to have students from the broadcasting courses to run this marketing campaign. So this would be beneficial to the students as they would gain more practical experiences and they can put their skills to use. And this would also benefit NHA because they would have a larger following.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So I mean, back to my original point, right? I think I do believe in you have addressed the problems very, very accurately, and also you guys have come up with very good solutions to address this problem. I particularly like the one where you talked about marketing the stories, not just the products itself. Okay, because nowadays, the younger generation, they follow, or rather they stand behind more of the purpose and the products. So these things, and using the social media to do your marketing campaigns, those are actually good. So I guess good work. But I think my advice to you would be more of, do try to address the problem before you start to focus on a solution, should you make it to the next round. Because after I asked you the question, right, then you started to link up. Okay, this is the problem, this is the solution, this is the next problem, this is the next solution. So this is actually, I would say, a more structured way of getting your audience to understand how you piece the entire picture together. I have no doubt that you have the solutions and you have thought through an entire implementation plan. So yeah, that's my feedback. Anything from the other judges?
Yeah, I'm Doni. I want to ask something to the group. Yeah, is it something that you interviewed before or after COVID-19? Is this case something that you interview with the? I don't know how you extract all the problems. I mean, when you try to explore the problems, did you do that during the COVID-19?
I think the case is provided by the organizer, and I'm not sure whether it's.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because. Mhm.
Yep. In our suggestions, I think a few of them can also cope with the COVID-19 pandemic situation. For example, the vending machines. So we're going to locate 2 to 3 vending machines in the campus. And for vending machines, because students will only need to use their card to pay with the machine, so the whole process does not require any manual interference. So that would be a safer option when students or the local community want to buy food. And I think yeah, and if we're using a card, we can also avoid cash payments, because cash sometimes are a bit dirty. Yes.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Right. So I think overall, from what I see, if we go all offline, this is good. But during COVID-19, I think some of the initiatives that you put here, maybe it's a bit difficult at this point of time. And so that's why I thought that the problems was explored during the COVID-19. But I think because it was given by the committee, so that's okay. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, but maybe in the long term, after the pandemic ends, this solution would also help NH Corp to develop. Yes.
Yes. And I think you should think about. In the real business condition right now, with the change of people behavior in doing shopping, people needs to think. Business people needs to think how to, if there's something that continue for another 2 years, we need to prepare for that. So it can happen, right? So this is what I'm thinking, but that's okay. With the problems point that given by the committee, I think what you gave, what you have here, it's good. Yeah, and so you have the loyalty card, isn't it? It was the one that you showed us, the privilege card.
Yes. It is a cashless payment and her card. And then there are 2 types of that. The first one is for the customer, and then the second one is for the student. For the student, we combine it into the student card that they should originally have, and then we print a barcode on it. And for the membership card, we also print a barcode on it, and then it will be linked to the e-wallet. So why we use a barcode card instead of a card with
Thank you very much, SKYBLUE, and thank you, judges. We will continue to the next group.